We live.
Everybody, we're back. Y'all know y'all saw we had to do the intro. Hello, everybody. This is Let's Talk Soul Line Dance Podcast, episode 209. Got a wonderful guest today. I hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day, all the fathers. Hope y'all have a great week. Talk about a lot of good stuff. And my man Carlos, how you doing, Mr. Prince?
Good, man. Good. Busy but good.
Yeah, you
Busy.
are. Yeah, I called him the cable man. I called him. I said, man, didn't the cable man get you like a 2 hour window? And I don't know if you can get your that man be busy, y'all. I'm just letting y'all
Call
know
you
that.
back when I can.
Exactly. And you do. I said, as long as I do that, leave a message and all that, you're good. You're good. So we're trying to get this like and share off of here.
Oh, my bad. I got you.
You got it? I thought I had it all over my face. There you go. Anyway, it is Sunday. It's almost the last day in June. Tomorrow is Tuesday is July, Carlos. I don't know about you, but something happened in August. We can finally say next month.
I don't even get to get excited about too far ahead because I always got something coming up. Like
Yeah, I know.
Like because Tuesday is the registration opens for the beginners ball. So I don't even
No. Yeah.
y'all talking about the cruise. I gotta do this first. I got like I can't
20,
even get past one thing without
20
even
minutes, sell out in 20 minutes, like the UC Awards. I'm telling you, your
I
stuff
hope
gonna
so
man.
get it out the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the back door. Anyway, everybody, we
Share
have
the
one
link.
today.
Share the
Definitely
link.
share the link. Definitely share the link. I hope it's
I'm sharing
on
it
Facebook.
right now. Let me see.
It was on Facebook. Let me see some of these. Don't and also y'all, when we out here, make some comments so we know you're out there. Always, we want to hear from you for sure.
If you're watching from YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the page. Facebook video, the live videos only stay up for 30 days now. So all the episodes can be seen on YouTube at any time. So go to Let's Talk Soul Line Dancing on YouTube, subscribe to the page, and you'll be notified whenever we go live
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
on that page. All right. And it
All
looks like we are not live on Facebook.
right. Again,
Looks
we're on
like
Facebook. You gotta know, y'all. It's not our fault. We be trying, okay?
1 second. We are live on YouTube right now. Looks like.
So come on
Let me
over
put, let me
again.
pull that. Let me share that link. Yeah, I see us live over there.
At least we live over there. So, well, I guess we'll get our guest in here. We have a wonderful guest today.
Today we have EJAYA Johnson, all the way from Los Angeles, California. UC Star Award winning Dancer of the Year, Choreographer of the Year, also a extreme hip hop extraordinaire instructor. She does it all.
There
Coming
you
to the stage,
go.
Miss Johnson. How you doing?
She's
Hello.
doing the one and only.
Hello.
Hey, Melva.
Hello.
Got Melva out here.
Okay, I see her in the comments. So what's going on, girl? How's life been treating you?
Life been treating me good. Work is good. I can't complain.
What's the any new projects you working on? Anything you got going on?
No new projects. I've been working on a couple of new workshops I've have coming out, and also apparel. I've been working on that. Some of my
Oh,
sayings, I'm starting to put them on t-shirts and
Okay.
work on that. So hopefully that'll be here about time November for our event. So that's what I'm pushing for. So that's what's new coming up. Other than that, dancing, dancing
dance.
every week. I teach extreme every week. So
How did
They
you start? Tell us your start. Tell us your story. How you got
for line
started?
for line dance.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my mom was going to a class with her coworker. My mom used to drive for LA Unified School District, and one of her coworkers had a class, and she asked for me to go, and I just told her, Mom, I don't mind going. Don't tell them I dance. I just want to go see what's going on. You know, try to do some adult activity because I'm so used to teaching kids dance. So this would have been
Yeah.
my first time
Wow.
going to like an adult dance class.
Mm-hmm.
And I started there for maybe about a month, 2 months. Then came to class one day and they was like, we don't remember the dances. So nobody had nothing to teach. So I'm like, well, I remember, like I remembered everything they taught me, but they couldn't remember it to teach. So I just offered to teach, and that was like in 2009, and I've been teaching and creating ever since. And we was off the grid, so we didn't know to look on Facebook for dances or things like that. So I just started creating. So every week I would have like a new dance created. And this is way before we found the line dance community. Sean joined probably maybe like a few weeks or a month after I started.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been teaching, been rocking ever since.
How did you meet him? How did you meet him?
I met him in dance class.
Dance
So
class.
he actually worked in the same area as my mom and the other young lady. And they start pressuring him to come to class because I guess he used to dance around their office. So he started coming, and it's so funny when he first came, he would create, but he wouldn't want to talk. So he would tell me in my ear the moves, and then I'll tell the class the moves, and then from them we just had a brother and sister vibe, and that's been it. So 2009 was my start when it came to line dancing. In a little hole in the wall club, dark, smell your hair and your clothes smell like chicken when you leave. Like it was
Real.
really a hole in the wall. And that's the dance we was doing back then. A hole in the wall. So
Yeah, I remember that dance on the wall. Yeah.
yeah.
and that's cool to hear that, like to know, like a lot of people have that story, like you thinking like line dancing is just within these walls, these four walls, not knowing outside somewhere is a bunch of people doing this stuff,
A bunch
and
of people.
especially where you at, it's like what, like
I
to not know.
know.
That's
And we had no idea. So what happened was people would come, other teachers would come teach us, but a lot of times we just thought they were from like the ballroom scene or something
yeah,
like
okay,
that. We not
yeah.
knowing that it's a whole nother community. But like Jackie Bowie,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
she was
Hmm.
Jack.
like one of the first people to come check us out over there. And she was like, "What? I need to come check out what y'all got going on over here."
Uh-uh.
And just more people just came and started getting us to branch off.
Okay.
Now you got thousands of people doing your dance.
I
Wow.
did.
Thousands.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. How you go from being like in a closet somewhere line dancing to the whole nation shit. People, other countries doing it now too. Some of your dances. So
that's right. That's
that's
right.
pretty cool. Um,
Oh,
And me
snap.
and Sean, we broke off from the other lady in 2013 because while we were dancing with her, she didn't want anybody to record. She didn't want to get the dances out. She couldn't understand that concept of everybody enjoying the dance. It was they gonna steal what we got. We can't. If they
Oh,
want our dances, they need to
man.
pay us to go dance for them. They
this sounds
can't
like a
do our
movie.
dance. So it was
Sound
that
like
concept. So
you got
uh,
served or something.
yeah, right. So we had the name of
Come
we were the,
on.
the group that never went to nobody else's event because we didn't. Me and Sean, we didn't know. We were just having a ball, teaching dances, just having a good old time. Till people start coming, and then they were like, "Oh, we have to come meet the people that don't go nowhere
Wow.
else." Oh,
So did you feel so? Like I said, that's a common story. So did you feel like they also didn't want you to go nowhere else? Like the person that you were under, like she didn't want y'all nobody to see what y'all were doing, but she also didn't want y'all to go nowhere. Like
Oh yeah, I
Like,
think that's
so,
how we end up going out on our own, because it was like we want to fly. We want to see other people do our dances instead of just in between these walls that we have. Like,
right.
we have more to offer. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's what made us get out there, because we knew we had more to offer. We, the joy that comes to us to see other people do our dances, like, I don't know. You can't explain it. That joy when you see your something
Yeah.
you created move a crowd. Like, so we were ready. We were ready for that.
Okay.
Wow. You know, he was talking about that. Carlos talking about people got started. I mean, when did you go to your first convention? What year? You said 2009. When did you go? When did you find
So
out wow, it's a line dance world out there?
so 2009. So fast forward, people are seeing us, and someone, I want to say, took our dance somewhere and tried to teach it, but our teacher was like,
Uh-oh.
you can't show that video. I think they took it to like Vegas Jam, and she was like, nope. So our very first convention was Cali Jam. So we registered for Vegas Jam. We thought that was gonna be our first one. But as we met Jackie, J and J, they Jackie was like, baby, I don't know why you didn't sign up for the Cali Jam. And me
Like
and
her
Sean
too.
was like, what is that? Like, we don't know. Like, we didn't see the importance of getting with other people and dancing for 3 days. We were like, we're going to Vegas Jam. Why we gotta go to yours too? Like we didn't understand it. So
Yeah.
she basically was like, I can get y'all in, and we showed up. I want to say that was 2013, by the
13.
time we made it to the community. So 2013,
What year?
we did our no, I take that back. 2014, we end up going to our first event, because me and Sean started in 2013, a year after me adding our information to the urban line dance connection, like trying to just do stuff. I'm like, oh, this is what the line dancers do. So I start doing stuff like that and networking, and people from out of town finally start coming to our class. And when we did Cali Jam, Trish Womack called me and was like, what, can I come to your class and teach? And I'm like, sure. I had no idea who she was. She came to the class, she taught the dance, and when we went to Cali Jam, somebody didn't show up. So this was 2014, and Trish got up there and started teaching. I looked at somebody, was like, oh yeah, that's the lady that came to our class. It was like, Trish Womack, she came to your class? And I was like, yeah. They was like, you don't know, she do the UC. We was like, well, what is that? Like, we were so clueless to what was going on. But 2014 was our first time meeting people. STL Flavor, James High Energy. Like, that was our first time ever meeting people from out of state. A lot of people from out of state, put it that way.
Well, I think
Somebody asked,
Carlos is going to start reading some of these people's names off
I'm
here.
about to say somebody asked how'd you come up with the name All Snap?
Oh, so we were thinking of different names, and we wanted something to mean something. So All Step, actually, it stands for always love learning something new and popping. So our name is something new and popping. So always love learning something new and popping.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
Well, how
Shout
many
out
people know
to
that?
Ricky Potts,
Came to my
Hey,
class
Ricky.
yesterday. Thank you, Ricky, for coming to my class.
Dr. Reggie in here. We got Evelyn Robinson. So
Lisa Savage, Regina. Oh, no, that's Reggie. Doctor.
mm-hmm.
Yes. What's up, Reggie?
But yeah, I
This is
definitely didn't know that that's what the acronyms was for. That's pretty cool.
me either. Me either. I'm glad she asked. People are definitely getting here. Snap Nation is in the country of prosper.
So you
All
started in '09. You made it off the plantation, and then you
right.
2013 y'all kind of formed All Snap. You
That's
started
right.
putting your information into the databases and stuff, put your information to things, and then
Mhm.
You make
20
it to Cali Jam, and then
make
you
it
was like
to, and then
the
it was
whole
like
world just
boom. And we just went. We didn't know people knew us. Like, so it was the first time we got, you guys are Osnap. We was like, oh, or like it was like really, really a shock because we didn't know, because we didn't have that many dances out. Just because we had a young lady that came to class, was like, I'm gonna start videoing you guys and put your videos on YouTube. So our first videos are 2013 and things like that. So by the time we made it to Cali Jam, that's kind of when our I want to say our dance right after that kind of kicked off, and it was It's Your World. And
okay.
that's when Trish Walmack called us and was like, hey, are you guys signed up for UC Awards? And we like, no. And since I had put our dances in a database, she was like, hey, you guys are nominated. And we were clueless about that. So we was like, how are we nominated? How did we do that? Because we didn't know that we set, we met the guidelines for that. So that's basically after when 2014 hit, things started kicking off. So our first Vegas Jam was our first out of state, but that's still like 5 hours away from us. But Baltimore UC Awards was our very first one that we flew to, and that was 2015.
How was that? Like you literally flying from the West Coast to the East Coast for line dancing. It's like you be like, we really in this thing now. Like we in like
Man, like we didn't know what to expect because going to Vegas Jam is, they do ballroom, they do
Yeah.
a lot of other stuff, different
yeah.
type of crowd. So we were basing it on Cali Jam and Vegas Jam. We wasn't ready. We wasn't ready for the East Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like
it's
I still
different.
remember it yesterday. It was hosted by Southside Steppers that Friday night. They
Yeah.
had the blue and white lights. We walk in and me and Sean looked at each other like
What?
we with our people, because it's the first time you see people enjoy.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, like always say I'm weird because I love dancing, because when you go to the club, people don't like, you just go to dance, you don't go to
Yeah.
so to see a whole room full of people that's
I love,
there just to dance,
I
like
love,
it
yeah.
just blew us away. And they put on It's Your World, and all them people did our dance. We didn't know what to do. We were like, we were
Yeah.
stunned.
It's
We were
different out
stunned.
there. When you get to that region, this is that region though too. Like
Yeah,
that from the DMV all the way up to like Philly, like they be dancing. It's like crazy.
it's
Yeah,
crazy. And
boy.
I want to say we walked in on like Southside Baby by McFadden. So it
Yeah,
was like,
McFadden. Yeah.
it was
Mhm.
like moving, like when we walked through them doors, and we was like, oh yeah,
You
we in the
know,
right place.
you
So
know. What was your first event, Carlos? What was your first convention?
I always tell people I can't remember because it was like the same. It was the same year. It was either UC or H Town Showdown with Pat Sale. I can't remember which one it was,
So
but it was one.
you never went to Vegas?
No,
Vegas
I
is
didn't.
yeah.
Well, because like I said, when they told me about the ballroom and all that,
Yeah.
that didn't sell it for me. But people told me about all that stuff. I came in the game too young. So when you say ballroom, I was like, nah, bro, I'm good on that. So I never, you know what I'm saying? I never really.
But you never hardly saw them. They were all off to their sales because my first was 2014, and they were. I know there was in that room. I think my wife went in there and looked at
yeah,
some of
that's
them.
the one we went to, 2014. So
Okay.
the rooms was huge.
Yeah.
It was like, it was huge, and they really focused more on the ballroom than the line dancing. But
There's a lot of
it,
line dances.
it was
Yeah.
it was an experience. We got to meet a couple of people from different places, so it definitely was an experience. But I remember H Town, Carlos, because that's the first time we met you. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
our first time in Houston as well.
Hmm.
I
But yeah,
remember Sean when I first saw him. It looked like he was in the laundry room or something. I don't know. He was in this little room where he would come in like he changed, just got off work. You ever see him? He was practicing. You remember that place?
That's like his in area at his house.
Yeah. He came up with some cool dances for that little spot right there.
Uh-huh. That was like our little workshop. That was our sweatshop right there.
Ray Tuku.
Now, when you're talking about, 'cause a lot of people don't picture other sides of the country doing what we do. Like me and Mr. Charles live in the South, so you know the trail ride thing is getting, it's taking over, whatever. But like when you talk about LA, like what is the world of line dancing in LA look like right now? Like, is it line dancing on every corner, like 7-Elevens, or is it like it's just
So
like
the
what is
line
it?
dancing in LA, to be honest, looks like there's no line dancing in LA.
Oh wow.
They feel like it's a dance that just came out to you, beginner friendly. I want to say Lucy Pearl. They call it the West Coast line dance,
Okay.
and they believe they put West Coast line dancing on the map. So out here, we don't exist. We've been here for decades, derived from country line dance out here on the West, but they look at us like we don't exist. They come to our class and we don't exist.
Wow.
So I'm just telling the truth. Like
The rest of the
that's the
country
only
exists.
dance they know of. If you try to introduce them to something else, it's like we outdated. Everybody outdated out here.
Yeah.
Wow. Competition. Alexa.
So is LA? Is it a lot of homegrown people out there, or a lot of people from out of town that live in LA now? How's LA looking? Is it a melting pot?
It is, but when it comes to the younger people, like they're all from LA,
Okay.
So when you go to probably a bar or a club, like they're now getting into, like the boots on the ground. Of course, they're doing stuff like that. Um, Can't Dance With Me, things like that. But we still, biker
The trendy
shuffle.
stuff. Yeah, the
Yeah,
trendy
we
stuff.
still can't wang with it, biker shuffle.
Yeah.
So I want to say the soul, the what is it, the soul line dance, the
Soul
soul
line that
music.
don't
That's
exist.
really, it's taken off out here too, to where the DJs are playing it. Because
Okay.
to be honest, it really don't fit our aesthetic
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you go out. So it's always like you're gonna get like one or two of those songs, and then it's gonna flip back
Right.
Yeah.
to West Coast. Or we're really heavy on 90s music out here. So it's like it's either 90s R&B or West Coast rap.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of me and Sean dances are like from West Coast artists, because that's what we listen to out here.
That's real. I remember I was in the Bay. This was, I don't know, a few years back, and it, like you said, it's different,
It's
but
different.
but they love what they love out there. You know what I'm saying?
They love what they love. I mean, believe it or not, we a real chill. We're chill, even though how much they say goes on out here. Like everybody out here is, what's his name? Ray too cool. Everybody cool, because
Yeah.
Ray from up north, so he from Cali. So it's like everybody is like cool out here.
Carlos, have you been to Cali Jam?
No. The year I was supposed to go to California, we had the pandemic.
Yeah, I think
pandemic.
before that, and even Linda Sims said, "Oh, I don't know what she called it." She said, "Now you're line dancing," because it was live out there, around 700 people. I loved it, and they treated me like I was like a king. I loved it. I mean, James and them, they were just as nice.
They treat you like that everywhere, Mr. Charles. Stop.
Yeah, that's why I'm
with. Who you fooling?
No, because you got to go to this little table, and if it's your first time there, they play this little jingle. I don't know if you know about that. Yeah, you got to do that jingle every time. So every time you're supposed to do it once, but every day I go in there and start dancing to that little jingle. Hey, a lot of wonderful people. It was beautiful. Carlos, yeah. I guess we better do a little bit of station identification, huh?
Yeah, I guess we talk about this thing. All right, we got.
I know which one we're gonna start off with. We're gonna start off with a good one right here. I'll put them up and I'll put on Carlos, read them.
The beginners bar registration opens July 1st.
That's when.
So
Tuesday.
Tuesday. This is the weirdest. This is the weirdest registration open probably ever. So I did an early registration. Like it was supposed to be for the Richmond people. And
Mm.
somehow black folks do what black folks do. And that thing got to California and Jersey, Florida. And I'm not even going to tell you how many people are already registered. But the real registration opens on Tuesday.
The real one.
We might already have 900 plus people. We might. But the real registration opens July 1st. This Tuesday at 12:01 a.m. So that'd be 9:01 p.m. for y'all West Coast people on Monday night. But it'll be Tuesday morning for us.
Keep your hand on, keep your finger on the little.
Don't go to sleep. I think I'm a DJ or something at like 11 o'clock. We do like a countdown, like a 1 hour countdown.
That'll be nice.
Do some beginner dances. You know what I'm saying? Might do some all stuff. Hit them with the. But so yeah, that's coming up. Military. Okay, so for the cruise, Mr. Charles is going to be part of the military appreciation party on the cruise. So if you are in line dancing and if you're going on the cruise, please contact Mr. Charles so we can get you in this party and be celebrated because we appreciate everything you guys have done for our country. And there's a lot of people, a lot of military, current military and ex-military in line dancing, believe it or not.
I'm getting more replies from the women than the men. And like I said, I remember when I was in there was a whole lot of men. So come on, fellas. Just I got something I got planned that I want to just put out there right now. So I like this one right here. Well, no, we won't do that right now. That's the line dancing. That's for the groovy cruise. We won't do that. Oh, here you go, Carlos. It's always a good one. Like and share.
Like, share, subscribe via Facebook or YouTube. Right now, we're just on YouTube, obviously, today. So if you're watching it, make sure you subscribe to this page. I did share that link. What's up, mother? I'll see you in the comments. I did share that link. So y'all go ahead and subscribe to this page. And you can share this. People can watch the replay of this interview. It's great information. I'm learning a lot of stuff about EJAYA right now that I didn't know.
Yes.
And we just getting started. And there's 31 people on YouTube right now watching, so that's a great thing. We also have 2 people watching on Twitch. Pretty cool. But yeah, y'all subscribe, hit that like button.
Let me get a couple more here real quick. Oh, I like this one right here because this is important to me.
Well, it's gonna be Monday night, Evelyn's Tuesday morning.
So, yeah.
The first. Whatever the first is in your time zone.
Yeah.
Soul Line Dance Radio. I don't know if y'all knew, we got our own radio station, y'all. www.Soul Line Dance Radio. Your favorite line dance music is played 24 hours a day. We actually have a Android app now, the Apple app for the iPhone, will be coming out in a week or two. I'm excited about that. But the actual website, the player acts as an app on your phone so you can listen to it in your car, at work, and lunchtime. Don't get fired though, but dancing at your desk. Soul Line Dance Radio. All your favorite DJ mixes on there. It's pretty cool.
We always tell people that's one of the reasons why we do this, for information wise. Just like we was talking about the EJAYA stuff we don't know. Hey, people just don't know stuff about people. This is important, of course.
Donations. Cash App is $McFadden JE. This is Queen Sheila's husband, Joe's Cash App. He is paying to keep this podcast going. Even after Queen Sheila has passed away, we are still running the podcast in her name, in honor of her. This is episode 2,000. Oh, sorry, 2,000. 209. Episode 209. I feel like 2009.
I know.
Episode 209. We're keeping this thing going strong and donating to this Cash App or this Zelle number 813-416-8799.
I'm sorry.
Go straight to Joe to keep this thing running.
Yeah, we do. I mean, people kept, when Queen passed away, we was up and grab it. We was going to keep it, because this is not mine and Carlos's baby, it was hers. but it's great information. I know my wife kind of talked me into it a little bit. Like, yeah, you know what? Give me some
This
wonderful
website right here, this is what's up. That's how
some of
EJAYA got in the game right here, baby. Urban
right
Line
there.
Dance Connection.com, created by Nicole Points. If you got dances, classes, or events, you need to update it and put it on this website. Also, whenever you traveling, you're looking for a classes, you put the city in, and the local classes will pop up. I know I need to update my information because I
Me
know it's
too.
probably wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you can get in contact with instructors because their personal information, the contact stuff is on there. Check it out, urbanlinedanceconnection.com.
All right, we'll do one more, then we get back to you. Yeah.
Also, your dance cannot be nominated for a UC Star Award if it's not on
There you go.
urbanlinedanceconnection.com. Even though you should not be making dances to win awards like I did 5 years ago. Universal Soul Line Dancing on Facebook. How many people we got on there? 40,000 people, 50,000 people on there now.
More than that.
That thing crazy.
Yeah.
This is all things line dance, soul, country, urban, whatever. All things line dance, new dances, hot dances, event information. Katrina keeps our event calendar up there. Right now, there's more events than there are weekends. I think we got like
Yeah.
70 events, which is
Wow.
crazy. It's only 52 weeks in a year. So this lady on the screen has one of those events that's on the calendar in November.
Mm,
She's
huh?
going to talk about that in a little bit. But
Yeah.
yes, check out that page on Facebook. It has a lot of information that you can use.
EJ, I have to tell you about when I first went to Vegas, and me and Carlos talked about this. I was worried as an instructor that I wasn't teaching what the rest of the country was doing. So I had to sit and watch for a second. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I said, "Oh, we can do that," okay, y'all, come on, hurry up, run out there because I didn't want to be there. Oh man, why you teaching this way? And blah blah blah. So I would always scout it out first because to look out there and see like 1,000 people like on the dance floor is like for the first time. You don't want to be that one that's going the other way or hitting people, or running people. So I understand when you say when you get my wife was 2015. You get that woo. Is this happening? I had no idea for 6 years that there was line dance convention. What is that?
Nope, we had no idea. And then luckily I've been a dancer all my life, so I'm real good with learning on the floor. So actually my style of teaching is I teach people to feel a dance, feel the music. So
Yeah.
when they come to class, like they learn how to learn a dance on the floor. And that's like I just love it.
So we got people commenting like crazy. They said,
Can you see it
uh,
over there, Jay? Can you see the people commenting?
said, will Jada and Sean be on the line dance and groovy cruise? Yes, they will be. I love all snap and your dances. Your dances are, I don't know what that word is. That's a typo, I think.
Yeah, maybe creative.
Creative. They go Nisi Day. You know Day Nisi. She said all snap made P Valley line dance, but it's my dance.
That's right.
uh,
It's your dance, huh? Well,
Thank
we
you.
just got. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm done.
No, we got some orders here. We had to talk about the pre-cruise, Carlos. I was just told we do have a few cabins available. We haven't got to the groovy cruise yet, though. But I guess we will in a little bit.
pre party. Oh, and
Yeah, a little
tomorrow.
bit because everybody that's the happenings right now at the pre-cruise. But when I saw you guys, I thought it was like your brother, and like because y'all work so good together, and it's like, and every time I get on YouTube, y'all in somebody's class. Before Carlos them start doing their little adventure tour, I used to watch y'all. Like, she in everybody's class, and she doing the dance. She knows the dance, and now they doing her dance. I mean, I know that transition for you had to be amazing.
Oh yeah, it was because I mean when we first started, it was like you just wanted to know as many dances because, like you say, it's new to you. So I'm in J&J class. I'm in a Jackie Bowie class. I'm just anywhere they had a class, I'm soaking it up. Like that was the thing. Like I'm fitting it in, soaking it up. I don't know how I managed to go to all them classes back then with all that stuff I had going on, but
You made
man,
room. I'm telling you, you did.
keep
Does it
them.
come easy to you? I mean, the whole creating a dance. How does that go in your head? I always like. I know I talked to Bernadette about that. How does that happen sometimes?
Um, it just depends. Cause
Hmm.
like I said, I've been believe it or not, I've been choreographing since I was like in the third grade.
Dang.
Wow.
So it I always say it's instilled in me because I went to all black Christian school that allow you to explore at a young age. So I was creating dances, putting stuff together at a very, very young age. So when it comes to being creative, like I drive from beats. I love a good beat. I love a good rhythm, and my brain just get to working. Like I could be driving and put a dance together, then I get to class and be like, okay, I put this dance together, but this gonna be the first time we did it in real life. So
Like a
so
test.
yeah, so my brain is always moving. To be honest, when me and Sean create, sometimes we can create a dance in like 6 minutes, five
I was
minutes.
going to ask you about that. How does he get into that? How does he collaborate into that? Y'all just hook up and bam. He adds stuff and you put stuff together. And okay.
Yep, just fill each other out. We'll bring what we have, or one person have something together, and then we'll feed off the other person, things like that. But like back in the day, he would create a dance, I would create a dance, and we would just tag team back and forth. I got a new dance, I got a new dance, and then but when we create together, it's like I feel like it's always a masterpiece when we create together.
No, that's right. It is.
Yeah, I got plenty of masterpieces out there.
Yes. Yeah. People
I
need to
feel
look.
like in the world we in now with the state of line dancing now, it's a bad thing where like people coming out, like people move on so fast to something new. Like you could come out with a hot dance today, and then a month and a half from now, we ain't even doing it no more.
Nope.
Like it's just too many dances coming out.
I know.
And it's over like the last 10 years. Like these last 2 3 years, oh, dances coming out like
I don't even
it's
look.
like water. Like people cut the faucet on, and dances just falling out. Like and so
I feel
now,
I feel like back then everybody was comfortable in the field that they were in. If you were a dancer, you was comfortable being a dancer. If you was a teacher, you was comfortable being a teacher. If you was a creator, you were comfortable at being a creator. Now I feel like everybody's like, I gotta create something. I gotta create something that people will like. Like nobody is just happy in their zone. It's like, and it's okay to push yourself to do different things, but sometimes it's not in you to create. It's like you're making yourself create because I want
Stay in
the
your
next
lane.
hot dance. I want to get the, because as a creator, you already know everything you create, people don't, they're not going to like everything you
No.
create.
correct,
So,
correct.
you know what I mean? So it don't have to be popular, but you're creating from your heart. So it doesn't matter if people do it. It's like, oh, okay, they're not doing that one, but it's like you can't stop creating, put it that way. Even though, like when people say, oh, I'm gonna retire, I'm not gonna, it's that one song that hit you, that move you, or that one dance you look at, and that inspires you to create. So I just feel like everybody now is a, a line dance creator. So it's gonna, them dances gonna keep coming.
Because they just trying to be trendy. They're not really. It's not. They're not really creators.
Mm-hmm.
But you just spoke a word right there, though. You said, if it's in you, it's in you. If it's not, it's not.
Stay in your
But the thing
lane.
about it is, with the state of line dancing, nobody knows what's supposed to be what because they
No.
don't know. Like they don't have an eye or ear or a understanding of what's
Mm-hmm.
and that's what is disheartening because I've seen a bunch of dances come out that I just knew was going to blow up, but because there's so much other stuff overshadowing stuff, like
Not the way.
it just gets swept under the rug. And I'm like, how in the world are these dancers not making it out here? But now I mean, I understand, but
Right.
it's just, it's crazy.
And it depends on what event it get taught at, and where,
Mm-hmm.
who's there when it get taught. Like it started playing on
Gotcha.
so many things on what drives a dance. When now I think the whole trendy thing is letting us realize somebody can create a dance and it can become popular. So we don't always have to be at an event to make a dance popular. And I think that's taken away from,
Oh yeah,
like
social
going to the
media. And,
workshop and learning, because it's like, yeah, we're going to the workshop, but we're not going to learn the most happening dance, because the most happening dance is on YouTube or it's on TikTok.
social media. Yeah, social
Right.
media. People
Mhm.
don't want to do it because it's already out there.
That's right.
Do you
So
have
when you travel, I got to ask this question quick, Mr. Charles,
okay?
because you guys are one of the most requested instructors,
Yep.
choreographers. Um,
Used to be. No, I'm just
when you because I'm saying because like when you go to an event, right?
mm-hmm.
Well, let's put it this way. Say you are scheduled to be at 8 events this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you show up to teach a dance at these events, or will you show up with a different dance at all 8 events?
Ooh, good question. So when we first started off that excitement, because like I said, we had so many dances before we got in the community. So just put it this way, like our first UC, when we taught there, we taught 3 dances, but it was 3 beginner dances that we could execute and people can remember
Right.
in that 30-minute time frame.
Take it back.
Fast forward to today, we might have a dance that we taught at UC, and we might, I guess what you say, go on tour with it and teach
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
two
one.
events, something like that. So now we don't create as much as we used to, or I could say we still create, but it's not always online. We might
Correct.
pay for the class or things like that, or play with different things, but we never come out with it. So now we definitely have slowed down when it comes to events, but our events has also slowed down too. We don't have as many events as we used to, because times is different. When that pandemic hit, times is different, those prices
Yeah.
is different, and coming from
Ca-
California, a lot of
Yeah.
people understand, coming from here, it's a lot. So it's not many places we can drive, but to Arizona, Vegas, and Cali. That's the only place we can, and we drive. And people think it's funny when I say Cali, because up north is 7 to 8 hours away from us. So
Yeah.
Correct.
like
Yeah.
we still traveling. So we don't create as much. We try to get more people to get the dance.
Yeah. And I think that's good though. I think that's how it should be. I know a couple of choreographers back in the day, not to say names, but they used to travel with their dance, like you said, on tour. I think that was good because now everybody knows that one dance.
Correct.
I figure like some people travel like 10, 12 times a year and they do a different dance every time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we didn't even get to learn the first one. Like,
Eh,
you know what I'm saying? That one ain't stick. And
And
and I tell people like even artists do that. When an artist go on tour on a 10 city tour, they do the same show at every single city.
mm-hmm.
They're
Mm-hmm.
not doing a new album, you know what I'm saying, every time they
Right.
no.
come out. So
And we're
uh,
and we're good with filling the crowd too. So we
okay,
can go somewhere and have a whole game plan on what we're teaching and get there crowd, and now you got to pivot. You got to adjusting. So a lot of
correct,
times you may want to teach that advanced dance, but get there and be like, this not an advanced crowd. They're not gonna cling to it. Let's do something that they're gonna enjoy. They're gonna like. So
correct.
being a creator and also looking at your audience kind of will help you in those decisions. And I think sometimes people don't look at their audience. You just got your mind set on
Yeah, I know
something.
what you're doing.
I'm gonna teach a dance everywhere I go, instead of saying, let me step back and see what the people want. You got to give the people what they
Correct.
want.
Because you might be teaching on Saturday morning, but Friday at the party, you saw everybody dancing. Like, oh no, they might not catch on to what we wanted
Mhm.
to teach. Let me.
And it's not a bad thing too, because
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not a bad thing. You want people to enjoy what you create.
Of course.
They're like,
Yeah.
and sometimes it may be only 10 people on the floor getting your dance, but if those 10 people are enjoying what you created, that's that that's the thing, you know. And I think a lot of people gotta have that in mind.
So who is Joe Boo? J Boo, and how that come about?
That's funny. So how that came about, it actually came about, I used to teach at the YMCA, and I had a character that I used to do basically the news for the campgrounds with the kids. We used to take the kids to a camp. So I would collect all the news from the kids and at the campgrounds, and at campfire I would do booze news. And I had a whole little ghetto name. My name was Butiquiana Shawakatima Jenkins. My family called me Pig. My friends call me Boo. So the kids used to walk around camp be like, "Hi, Miss Boo." So I kind of developed the name. And then from then people just like my coworkers start calling me J Boo. And it just kicked off, and it just stayed with me ever since. So it's so funny. But that's how it came from me, from a character that I had.
Yeah,
That's how I
that's
got.
how did Fresh Prince get the Prince name? How did you get the Prince? I know why you're the Prince, but when did you become? I call you Fresh Prince all the time, but the line dance Prince.
Yeah. We was gonna talk about this on Tuesday, but yeah. So it was I gave it to myself. It's so funny because people say nicknames ain't supposed to be self-appointed. But if I was to call myself what the people in Richmond call me, y'all would be mad.
Like,
For real, y'all be mad. How he get that name? How he get, but because most of the people in line dance don't travel, right?
yeah,
So people that look at me locally think I'm God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
so people call me the GOAT, like the greatest of all time. I'd be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Slow
Like,
down.
y'all don't know
yeah.
people be dancing. Like, so if I was to go off the nicknames that people gave me locally, nationally, y'all would think I'm arrogant. Y'all hate me. You know what I'm saying? So
What do you think he is?
but I gave myself the Prince because I know of all the people that dance better than me, all these kings that's
Yeah,
actually that paved the way for me to be out here. So that's why my name is self-appointed because people call me the king, the goat, blah blah blah. And I made people take their posts down before, like, bro, whoa, whoa,
Mm.
that's I'm not that
it's
great.
funny how stuff
Listen,
happens.
there's people out here that dance. Like, listen, like you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
So
Yes.
that's how I got the Prince. And it has worked out too because now, for branding purposes, like I'm easier to find. Like if you Google the line dance Prince, I'm the only person that comes up.
There you go.
If
Right.
you Google the line dance king, it's like 1,000 dudes, white
Yeah.
people, black people, Chinese people, like you know what I'm saying. So it just worked out
Mm.
uh, to be better that way.
And if
My
you look what it do, J Boo, I'm the only one. I'm
J.
the
Oh.
what J Boo.
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny you said that because, like I said, I'm Mr. Charles, and I had a third, fourth graders would call me Mr. Charles when I was teaching their class. And I'm sure there's a whole lot of Charleses in line dancing, but I don't know any Mr. Charles. I
That's
mean,
the
I
only
know
one
Sir
I
Charles because I met him. Okay,
he's
Carlos.
he's a music artist, but yeah, you the only Mr. Charles I know.
I
Ain't
know
nobody.
all the Charleses. Hey, Charles, everybody. It's
Mhm.
actually me. But before time gets short, we better get to this cruise. Hey, y'all. It's almost the end of June. That means it's the beginning of July.
Mm-hmm.
Talking line dancing group.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm tired of talking about the cruise. I ain't even gonna hold
Ava should be out here talking about it,
you. Been
okay?
talking about it for 2.5 years. All right, so right now we do have we had a couple cancellations, so we do have some cabins available. You can be part of the 3,000 people that is sailing out of Miami, going to our own private island in the Bahamas. It's gonna be amazing. Biggest beach party you ever seen in your life. All your favorite DJs in the building. Um, We also having a pre-party the day before the cruise. Which is Sunday, August 17th.
Yeah.
I actually have that flyer up here right here. Bam. All right. So this
Share, share.
Mhm.
this is the let me see one second. Get this.
Big monkey.
Uh the early bird tickets, I think actually in tomorrow. It's $30. I think the price increases to $50 after tomorrow.
Mm.
Um, you can't beat this, y'all. It's gonna be the biggest line dance party ever. You talking about the 3,000 people from the cruise will be there. Plus, it's open to the public, so we don't even know what the final number will be for this party, but it will be in the thousands. You can come to Miami, even if you're not going on the cruise. You come down to Miami that weekend
Oh,
and kick it with us at the pre-party. We got artists performing songs that we line dance to: Nelly, Tiger, Travis, Sunshine Anderson, of
man.
course, your boy Big Moochie, Melissa Morgan. It's gonna be a time, y'all. Pull up on us. We're gonna be in South Beach at the Miami Beach Convention Center. This will be epic. But
You
yeah,
know what,
that's
Carlos? Along those lines, would you tell
mhm.
them about the 6th? Because that's going to kind of cover everything next Sunday.
Oh, next Sunday morning, me and my mother will be going live on Facebook and on YouTube to talk all things the line dancing groovy cruise. We're gonna talk about from the time your plane lands in Florida,
Listen in.
hotels, the pre-party, the buses from the hotels to the cruise ship, what to expect at the terminal, how to pack your bags, what to bring, what don't to bring, don't bring too much shit, what type of documents you need to have.
Mm.
The things, what should be in your bag, your togas and your camouflage and your wig and everything. We got the wig party. We got everything. We got the all white. We got the Caribbean Carnival party. We got all.
Gotta
We're gonna
have your
get you.
fix, okay?
Yes, I'm gonna
You
get me.
see,
I'm gonna have my be a nice one. You know what I'm
Carlos, 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 you see my hat?
saying? Yes,
You see this hat right here?
yes, sir.
That's my
You got the
wig right
wig on. I see.
there. That's my
We
wig
also
party.
gonna have a party for the Greeks. And listen, I tell you, if you're not a Greek, don't show up to the party. Don't come up in there hopping and get thrown out the building. Like, don't do that. If you're not in one of them divine nines or whatever they got going on over there, do not jump in the party. That's gonna be a separate situation. But we doing something for them. We got the military appreciation party going on the ship. We got comedians, we got bands, we doing a twerk fest, we got spades, we got the bid whist, Uno, basketball. Listen, I'm tired of talking about
How
it.
many
Be
more
there.
days? Anybody count them days yet? How many more days in a day?
Just
45,
be there.
46, 47, something like that.
The line dancing groovy cruise. Get on board. We got some rooms left. Couple of closets on there. You know what I'm saying? We can put you in. Just go to the website, jump on board. It will be an epic event. Do
You
not.
know, EJAYA, I have to tell you this real quick story, real quick. At the UC Awards, I
Mm-hmm.
was I was a what they call presenter, and you weren't there, but Sean was there, and Kimmy Kim, one of my students, won the dance of the year. You know, be thankful, and so I did not know a couple of my dancers was there, and they were going to pick up the little trophy thing, you know, the little, what is it, the medallion. So I went up there, and I guess they gave her one, and they gave me one. The lady didn't know. And so then, for some reason, I said, "Wait a minute! I think that's her over there. And what am I going to do with this little medallion?" Somehow was running around, and I happened to talk to Sean. I said, "Yeah, man, I
Mm-hmm.
got a medallion." Blah blah. He said, "Oh man," he said that you supposed to get one, and they only gave him one. They gave him two. They don't know where the other one went. And he said they was gonna mail it to you. I said, "Oh no, man, this is hers. So you got to get it to her." Yes.
Oh wow.
And I made sure I took a picture of me giving it to him. This way he wouldn't try nothing. Okay. I got a picture. I said, "Listen, I gave this to her because it wasn't mine, but it was just kind of weird that I don't know how it happened. And I happened to be talking to him about it. He said, "Oh, okay. Yeah, she didn't get hers. They're going to mail it to her." I don't know when they're going to mail it to you or something like that. But so I had yours for a moment. I was you. Okay. I felt really great.
So
And all
also now, I'm gonna tell you right now. EJAYA is one of the reasons why, like, it's one of the reasons why, like, y'all know my events be kind of like outside the box. I be having strippers, I be doing all types of stuff. But I was at UC one year. I don't even know because I've been to so many UCs where they were there, but I know it was that hotel. I don't know if it was that year. I don't know if it was the Blizzard year, but was you there in the Blizzard year?
I was.
I remember I come in the lobby and these motherfuckers was skating. They had skates on in the lobby. I said, "What is going? We got anybody send me no email about the skates? Hold on, I could have brought my skates. Why they skating in the lobby? What's going on?"
Year of the blizzard. So what happened was, I don't know how I hooked up with people that skated, but I want to say when I first started traveling, every time I travel, I would bring my skates because I'm a skater. So that was my first love. So every time I travel, I have my skates. So one time it was, a couple of people from Baltimore. They was like, "Okay, you come in, we're gonna go skating." So we went skating. My first year there. So the year of the blizzard.
Yeah.
We came ready. We had our skates. So once we found out we couldn't go skating, we was like, "Well,
you go skate.
skate in the lobby."
I brought them.
I come in to check in. They be motherfuckers in there skating.
Where am I? Where am I?
I'm at the wrong hotel. Hold on, I'm at the wrong. This ain't the line dance.
We doing the line dances in our skates.
But it was crazy because, like, it was like when I tell you, like, our community is so like diverse. Like, I walked in, they skating, Brooklyn Ed teaching a workshop in the corner somewhere over there. That was crazy. I was like,
"Yep." It was people everywhere, but we was all functioning and
that's
yep.
That's what we do.
Weekend was crazy. That was a crazy weekend.
I miss Brooklyn Ed. I really I enjoyed him. Well, we got a whole. Ava says 50 days.
Wow, that's it. Damn.
The whole damn.
We ain't ready yet. Hold on, wait.
What's up, Walt?
You not ready yet? Wait.
See, my best friend Walter's in the house.
50 days.
Yeah, 50 days, man. That's 50. Like dominoes.
Hey, y'all, we not ready. I'm telling y'all right now, we not ready for y'all yet. Hold on.
You gonna push it back up?
Well, you better get ready.
Push it back 2 weeks.
We stay on Zoom calls with Carnival every week for like 3 or 4 hours. Like, we still working on stuff. Hold on now. 50 days.
Oh, I see one of my good friends too, Victoria Johnson, Vicky Johnson. Hey, Vicky. Hey. Ain't she the one to do Shut Up?
Mm-hmm.
Vicky?
But that's A. Jackson. That's not Johnson.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry about that. Don't shut up. My bad.
I think that's Vicky from out here. She from Los Angeles. Hey.
Okay.
Hey, Victoria.
I'm not telling her to shut up. My girl do. Okay, somebody keep.
Kenneth said, "I'm a skater."
He's a skater. Mm-hmm.
Kenneth Waters. So he's a skater.
Thank
too.
you all for tuning in today. Alexa's on here, so I don't know if we're gonna do a trivia or not. That's why she on.
I went to Quan's event this year. He did the after party was at the skate rink. That joint was lit.
Oh, I love that. Like, I love in both worlds. Like, that was always my dream, to bring both worlds together and have a line dance DJ at the skater rink.
And a skater.
I don't know. We might got to bring that to the big ball on Friday. I don't know. I got the whole train station. We might have to pull some.
I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. I skated when I was 17. You know how when one person fought, they had everybody's hands together?
Yeah.
And one person fought, somebody skate hit me in the head. I never went back. No, yeah, like everybody here, like, I'm just not a skater.
You was one of the ones that fall and everybody got to clear the floor.
Yeah, no, they fell and I went with them.
We be like, get up, let's go, get up.
Get up.
I was already having problems.
No, that's cool though. That's cool stuff right there.
Along those lines, though, quick question for you, EJAYA. Tell us something that people don't know about you.
Let's see. Well, a lot of people don't know I'm a roller skater, so that is my hobby. I always been a student of dance, a dance teacher, a top Pop Warner. I ran my dance club in high school. what else?
You
It's
have
a
been
lot of things
teaching.
that
Wow.
people don't know. I drive buses. I'm a assistant
Oh,
supervisor
wow.
for transportation for LA Unified School District. So that's why a lot of times
Cool.
we can't travel. That's why I won't be on the cruise for Carlos.
Yeah.
Because I
I
work
didn't
for the
say nothing.
school district, and
Ring the
a
bus.
lot of people don't
Ring the
know
bus.
that. And that's it. I'm a youngest of three girls. Have no brothers. From Compton, California.
How'd you get
Oh,
into
where was that?
extreme hip hop?
Ooh,
I
so
see you like you went crazy like during the pandemic. Like I saw your class go crazy. Like
Energy.
yeah,
man,
Energy.
like I didn't even think it would do that. For the pandemic, it was crazy. It was like hundreds of people tuning in during the
yeah,
pandemic. I started because I used to teach step aerobics at the YMCA because, like I said, I used to work for the YMCA. I worked there for about 8 years. I was summer camp counselor, uh, preschool teacher, anything you could think of with kids, I done it. So I did step
Great.
aerobics, and I wanted to get back at it. And I'm like, okay, I teach line dance. What else I can do? And the algorithms had extreme pop up while I was looking because I joined a group on Facebook, and it was like step aerobics was obsolete.
yeah,
Uh, they were saying there were no classes. People told me to give up, like it doesn't exist anymore. And I ended
yeah.
up finding extreme, and he had a workshop coming out here like a week, like a week and a half after I looked it up. I'm like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not in state to do this. He had me do
Wow.
burpees, all types of stuff, and that was 2019. So I was in class like 14. So now they in like class 300 and something. So I
Yeah,
just
Wow.
celebrated being certified for 6 years. So it's been definitely a journey. I had class today. I have class twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week at the
mm-hmm.
park. So it's something that I really, really enjoy. And it fits my
Yeah.
aesthetic, my
Yeah.
whole little cool, my swag. It fits it. It fits it.
And it come
Energy.
around like full
Everything.
circle too, cause Phil from Cleveland and him and Moochie they like close friends. You know what I'm saying? So like they do a
Yeah.
different thing, but they kind of in the same
Right.
world, you know. And
Yep. I
they've
first met
actually
Bill. He was
done
like, "All
stuff
right,
together.
line dancer, you up first." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay, like this is what I do." Like so, right. So
Give
I
me the
mean,
mic.
I really feel like even that community still didn't bridge it together when I first started, but now they do a lot. They're heavy in the line dance, and all the extreme instructors are line dancers all of a sudden.
yeah,
But a
exactly. Don't
lot
get
of
me
us
started
that
on that. Don't
But
get
it's
me
a lot of
started
us
on
that
that.
started out as line dance instructors and just joined extreme, but
Correct.
now it's in reverse. So now
Yeah,
all the
Extreme. Yeah,
extreme
I know.
instructors are line dance
I
instructors.
saw y'all. I saw them at Step Chella doing "Come Dance with Me." I said, "Look at
Uh,
that ain't step.
They got a
That
lot
ain't
of
hip
them
hop.
dances they
What's
do that
going
we
on?"
no,
yeah, a lot of them.
yep.
I saw somebody with a bicycle.
Hmm. So yeah, that,
Well, line dance. I mean, we don't even call it a line dance community anymore. It's like a line dance world. It's so
so
big.
big.
If I try to tell people here in Spartanburg, y'all have no idea. I mean, to see someone like you and Sean dance, they don't see that. If they might have grabbed it somewhere, but to get out there and get a chance to know you and talk to you, that's what all this is about for me.
Was it
Get
refreshing
a
for
chance to
you,
meet.
like with the extreme hip hop? Because I know during the pandemic, I became a cyclist, right? And
Hmm.
like it was almost at a point where like I'm loving this so much. I don't even got a line dance.
Oh
Like it
yeah,
was like it kind of was like a vacation, kind of like a getaway.
and
It was
yep,
something new, something fresh. That excitement,
and
was that for you?
that's exactly what it is. Because everybody was like, "Oh, you don't line dance no more. You just do extreme now." But the kick,
Uh,
it really I want to say it really kicked off, and I did stop line dancing. I didn't fall out of love with line dancing, but
Yeah,
it wasn't what I thought about in the morning. So like extreme, I had a group, we was doing challenges. So every morning before I go, I was doing lunches at the school because the schools was closed. So I'm doing that little gig. So early in the morning, before I leave at 5 in the morning, I'm outside. We gotta do 20
Yep. Yep.
lit.
Yep.
Everybody get your videos in. Like
Yep.
it was just crazy. Like it was always, I was filming in my parents' driveway, and I don't know, like they live in a city called Cerrito, so it's basically like a majority all white community. I'm playing hip hop on my boom box, 8 o'clock in the morning. Everybody outside walking their dogs, like, like it just drove the neighborhood to a whole nother level. And that when I finally made it to the park, I had like 40 to 50 people coming out to the park.
Your videos was crazy. I was watching the
60
videos like,
people.
God,
I had to do more classes because the park was coming out. You got too many people. You got to split them up.
Yeah.
It was really a time. Like it really kicked in.
Like COVID hit a lot of
Yeah.
us,
So
all of
it
us.
definitely kept the excitement. It kept the community going. Um, People look forward to it. So I definitely look forward to it. And it did kind of push line dancing to the side. Took me a long time to get back to line dancing, but it took a
Wow.
long time. Like
What was Sean doing all this time?
he was coming to my classes every now and then, but Sean started teaching at his house. He was teaching line dancing at his house still. So he still, and then I want to say when the pandemic hit, I stopped traveling so much. So me and Sean is about 20 to 30 minutes away from each other. So I just stayed in my neck of the woods because I live in Long Beach. So
okay. Oh, I
so,
love Long Beach. LBC. Okay.
it, so I started just doing everything on my side of town. But normally during the school year, even now, like we're always in Inglewood. I'm always in LA. So, I'm sitting in my car after work waiting for class to open the door. So the pandemic actually gave me a chance to do stuff in my neighborhood to where I didn't have to travel. And that was the first time since 2009 that I didn't have to travel out my city
Yeah.
to go teach
Wow.
somewhere else. So I kind of got used to that for a little bit. So we brought line dancing to Long Beach outside at the park. So that's how we was able to get me back in it. I'm like, okay, y'all come out here for a little bit, and then eventually I'll go back
So
out
so
there.
you, where's the balance now? So extreme hip hop line dance, is it 50-50? Are you still doing more extreme? Or you doing like what's that?
Well, I only teach one line dance class a week, or classes on Fridays. But extreme, I teach Tuesday evenings, and I teach Sunday mornings. And then
Okay.
if I do my own, I have my own group where it's like y'all popping out this week. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
like an early Saturday morning that I do pop-ups. But other than that, as of right now, I teach more extreme classes than I do line dance. But if we get
Oh
more
wow.
line dance slots, we we'll definitely be willing. But the extreme really open doors because where we teach our line dance class is a extreme instructor that I develop a relationship with, and that's how we got in there. So extreme has really opened some other doors for me. Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Well, maybe that's what I should do since line dancing. Maybe I should.
Get you a boarding house. Get you a little step boarding house, Mr. Charles. She'll get you straight.
Hey,
Virtual classes,
and they
We
call
Side leg.
extreme.
I'll show you why they call me drill sergeant.
I was in the army though. I know about that drill sergeant.
I,
Yes, drill sergeant. I tell you.
I seen it firsthand. You don't even need no board. They be in there getting it in without the boards too.
I
It's,
know you
Yeah,
did
that's a
good
workout.
that first time at UC. You
yep.
got the video cracking. That was my first time there. That was cool.
That's kind of cool that you see with the Oscars and the red carpet and the interviews. A lot of people don't know about that either.
Mm-hmm.
No, they say, yeah, it's like an Oscars for. They're like, what? What are you talking about? Hey, what is your dance of the week?
My dance of the week is Three of a Kind. That's one of the dances. I learned that dance. I want to say it came out in like 2016. It's
hmm
one of those dances where I learned it at a workshop and I retained it, but I have never taught it. So that's what we've been focusing on at class. And it seemed like every time it come on, it's like everybody from the Midwest, East Coast, and me. So
And
my
you.
my good sis Taloja be out there from San Diego, and then that's it. No, nobody else from the West Coast is out there. So I figure, it's time. So me and Sean have been focusing on teaching more of those type of dances where the people from the West Coast be able to feel that energy for them classics. Them they need to be out there too. So that's what we kind of been focusing on, making sure we do. I want to say we did one of Brooklyn Ed dances too as well. This month. So we're trying to make sure our West Coast people get out there. So St. Louis gonna be, UC is one of the biggest places where it has a lot of Cali people. I want to say Linda Sims is next. Dari, Beginners Ball is up there too. We're getting a lot of West Coast people. So there are actually a lot of people stepping out to STL Flavor this year. So this is hopefully we get the West Coast more out there. So this is our way of getting them,
Right.
adapted to other dances that they can do when they travel. It won't just be two people from the West Coast on the floor.
Yeah, I like
Hey,
that. I like
Carlos,
paying
this is
attention
yours right here.
announcements. I got any more announcements?
No, her. You got stuff
Oh,
for
oh, oh yeah, we do. So yeah, I forgot about that.
her.
You forgot too. Let's so what's this right here? Bam! Talk about it.
So on Friday nights is our all snap class. We're there 6:30, 8 o'clock, 3535 West Imperial Highway in the city of Inglewood. We are there.
Good.
If you are watching this, we won't be there next 2 Fridays because we got 4th of July and STL Flavor coming up. But other than that, we are there. The next time we won't be in class will be for the cruise. So come join us. $5. 2 hours of dancing is normally about an hour and a half of instruction. 30 minutes. We call it our workout time where we just put the dances on, the classics, class favorites, and the things that we've been working on. So yeah, come join us every Friday.
That sounds amazing.
That's a good picture, both of y'all, too. It really is. Yeah.
So right here we have our welcome to Candy Shop. This is our pretty much our 12th year anniversary of being all snap. November 7th through the 9th will be our weekend event. We got about 10 instructors coming from all over.
Okay.
Nice little Candyland theme. We got a different theme for each night. It is officially sold out. We're trying to see what things we can move around to kind of give different packages for people to still come. So we're still putting that together. But our official 3-day pass for the weekend, for the whole weekend, has sold out. So
Wow.
we're working on that. So you will see that probably end of July, August, some different little packages that you may can purchase for the event.
I like that red and white theme, and of course, she got that extreme hip hop on there. So y'all better be ready.
It's gonna this time you get to get me with some boards. I can bring all my boards out the car, out the closet, out my sister's house. We
Yeah,
Ready.
got y'all.
that sounds
Oh, I see
great.
Ra-Ra's on here.
What's up, Rara?
Yeah, she helped us. She was on here last week. She really helped us out. She did. We're gonna shoot on over to announcements then. Kind of announcements do you? Shout outs. I'm sorry, we did announcements. Shout outs. So who you want to shout out?
Ooh, first of all, I want to shout out my brother, Sean Dennis. That's my line dance brother. So we do this thing together. I say all snap always drives from the both of us. I always say it's my my energy, and then his smooth groove put us together. So I can't do this without him. Um, just the whole West Coast line dance community itself. We really look out for each other, and everybody is very, helpful. And if you need something, they're there. Even when it comes to traveling, I've been to a lot of places where they just took care of me. My first solo flight without anybody with me is going line dancing. You know, it was like, I don't got no room. They was like, just book a flight. Went from Philly to New
Love.
Orleans. Didn't have to worry about pick me up from the airport, have somewhere to stay. Like, who takes a 2-week vacation and stay with line dancers? So shout out to the whole community just for being true, you know. So hopefully
Yeah.
everybody can get back to just being a good community and helping each other and just being there for each other, because dancing bring joy. So just shout out to all the folks out there doing what they do.
Thanks.
Oh,
Also,
please shout out to my daddy, child, because he watching. And he like, I need to say that he's the reason why I'm dancing, because
Amen.
he
Amen.
taught me.
we got
That's
a
what he's.
couple of questions on here for you. It said,
Mhm.
"What is your favorite dance you created?"
I was gonna ask that too. That's a good one.
I would say maybe something sexy. It's a slow joint. I
Bedroom
create.
lovers.
Yes,
I did
yes.
that yesterday.
That's it. So I want to say it's my favorite because it reminded me of me dancing with my nephew, with my family, just cha-chaing around, because that's what we do as a family. We always get together and cha-cha. So that's one of my favorite dances because it
It is.
definitely came from the heart.
Wow. And it's simple too.
It
It's really
also
simple.
got some legendary videos out there that jump.
It's a simple dance. The song was popular in our skate community out here, so that's how
Okay.
I heard it. Like every week he would come, or he'll come perform, or every week that song get played. So I figured the line dance world needed it too. So
I feel better doing it. Nah, shoot.
And
My, my
that's funny you say that because a lot of the skate music they got from us too. So it go back and forth. The music be going.
it go back and forth. So as I hear something, I'll be like, oh, the line dance community need this. So
well,
that's how.
my wife asked me today. She said, "Well, I told her you was on here." She said, "Do I know her?" Because she don't know everybody by name.
Uh-huh.
And I said, "You know the one that goes, you know." With
That
she said, "Oh, her."
is funny to me.
That's it.
Just know the dance. I tell you.
Alexa says, please bring back all snap and roll you may have, but I haven't forgotten. Where's my instructional LOL?"
Uh-oh, Alexa.
You know what? We may get that in STL flavor. Just Mary from Indiana will be there, so maybe we can get together and get that video rolling.
Okay. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff that I feel like, because I've been traveling like crazy the last 2 years. And it's a lot of stuff that don't get played no more. Because like I said, all this stuff flying out.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got a lot of classic Jones that used to be like I'm like, yo, wait, we don't do this no more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like a lot of these workshops now we need to like do no new stuff. Like just bring back everything back.
Classics. Yeah.
Like, cause it's a lot of stuff that y'all got. And not just y'all, other choreographers too, but y'all got a lot of stuff that I used to love that I don't even see no more. I don't even see it no more.
Yeah. And that's why I bring it back. Yeah. Did she get
Like you
stuck?
broke up a little bit. You got frozen a little bit.
Must be
Oh,
cold out there in LA. You back?
Yeah, you back. Thank you back.
okay.
Yeah, y'all that time zone back there, y'all kind of slow.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff y'all had that just I'm like, yo, wait. Because I was thinking about when Mr. Charleston, we had you this week, I was like, man, after I was going through the stuff, I was like, man, it's a lot of these joints we used to do that they don't do no more. So it's
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, and you're right. You know, here they never seen it. Like I tell everybody, if they never seen it, it's new to them. And so now we showcase
Mm-hmm.
the stuff that you guys been doing. And when you do the clap, 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 they're like, "What now? Who? What?"
Well, see, luckily, like
Right.
my event, the beginner's ball, I'm to my own horn, you know what I'm saying? But y'all do have a lot of fun, easy dances.
They
And they are
do.
very
Yes.
creative. And so we do keep a lot of that stuff alive. But there are, even at my event, there's dances that's not being done. Like there's a lot of stuff that you got that need to be like even workshop. Like I said, we don't have to like create new dances for workshops. Like it's too many new
I
people.
know.
Like let's bring back some of the old stuff, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think instructors
Yep.
put too much pressure on themselves to create something new. They be in
Oh
a
yeah,
room making
they
something for
do.
the workshop. Like hold on, no, just teach one of your old Jones. Bring your old Jones back.
I'll be in a quick.
Cause me and Sean, I'd be like, Sean, we could just teach this. He'd be like, no, not for that. I'm like, ah. So we always go back and forth. A lot of times I fold, but I'm like, we don't have to do nothing. We could just do this. He'd be like, not for
Yeah,
there.
some of them
So
I'm gonna
workshops.
yeah.
start doing that. Hey, look, I'm gonna start
You
being intentional. If I got people coming to teach at my event on that Friday party, I'm gonna play some of the old stuff and then watch the floor be empty. I'm like, yeah, you might
got-
need to teach.
Uh-huh.
yeah. So the
You
ones
might
that
need
know
to
it.
teach that one. You might need to teach that.
Yes.
Instead of teaching what you was gonna teach that one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, 'cause for real.
Right.
It's a lot of dances.
Like I went to a party one time and All Snap Free came on. Believe it or not, people were there like, I'm like, yo, I
Exactly.
gotta
That's
do
what
that.
I'm talking about. Here, for
I
sure.
don't know how to do this. Like people don't know how to. It just is a lot of new people, a lot of pandemic line dancers. Everybody ain't
Mm-hmm.
like Earl. You know, Earl started during the pandemic and he knew everything. Like everybody ain't like that. Some people like really
Right.
don't know all these dances from previous. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, right.
And a lot of times, bass too. So they don't, they don't get to see what's going on
yeah,
everywhere. It's like whatever their instructor deem is in style, that's what they're teaching.
correct.
So a lot of times out here, that's what I can say. We have worked on being more, like teaching stuff from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first, because if you're only teaching if the instructor only teaching their favorites, you missing out on a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. Because
Mm-hmm.
everybody got different favorites. So sometimes, and that's what I say was drive a good party. Every song that come on is somebody's
Oh
favorite.
yeah.
I don't care if it's one person favorite or
Yeah.
200 favorite. If it's somebody's favorite, you
Mm-hmm.
winning.
We used to say anyway, are you gonna take that back to if you're an instructor, are you gonna take that back to your class? I wouldn't remember the next day some of that stuff. What
Well,
did
that's
they
how
do?
luckily we got YouTube. Luckily we
Yeah,
got
no,
YouTube.
you do got that.
Gotta
You're right.
go back. Hey, EJAYA, what that junk you taught? And okay, you got on YouTube? Oh,
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Yep,
wow.
that's on YouTube. And when I say about Cali, Cali is good for a playlist. And that's why a lot of times people fear all snap event, because our events we derive from like Midwest and East Coast. So we don't put out it's no playlist sitting on the table at an all snap event. So you definitely got to get
Do
out
your
Yeah.
there,
thing.
do the work, learn these dances, and come to an event. And if you don't know it, you party on the
Yeah.
sideline, but you keep the party
Yeah.
going. So that's one thing that we got that's different from a lot of Cali based events.
Lisa says she's a veteran. I want a veteran of the military or veteran line dancing. What we're gonna do real quick, Jay, we're gonna give you a toast. I think that's Carlos' category. We definitely don't want. It's not over. Okay, we just want to give you a toast. Yeah.
Okay, got my little
Got mine. No red cup today. I'm
I
out the
know I
side.
was mad. I was looking around. Oh my god, I'm getting a red cup. I don't feel like running down to
I
get
mean,
one. But yeah. All right. You gonna do the toast this time, Mr. Charles?
no, you go ahead.
All
We
right,
wait.
well, we're gonna do a toast to continued excellence. We're gonna pray that you can keep the fire and the love for line dance. Today's climate is tough. I know. Get you back out here traveling. Get you out here. One of these big names, and people need to see who you are, and
Yes,
not just you, but all Snap as a whole. And keep the fire coming. Don't. I know it's tough to keep that. But you got it. You got that it thing.
you got
I've
it.
seen it. Regardless of what you're doing, line dancing, extreme hip hop, I've witnessed it. I've seen it, and the world needs to see it. Keep going. Toast to you.
thank you.
And piggybacking off of that, I mean, I always say you're a credit to what we do because people love to see what you do, and your dances, like everybody say, like these wonderful, wonderful dances. And this is something that you now definitely need to keep doing and enjoying you. I chased you down for what, a couple months trying to get this interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept messing with you too. She coming on.
She already told you
I
she
was like,
teach extreme hip hop, but what does she teach line dancing?
I know, I got it.
We interviewing her for the wrong thing. This is hip hop instructor EJAYA. Like
that. I was like, I can do it Sundays as long as it's after class.
I know.
So,
She says perfect. It's perfect. But I'm glad, and it's an
yeah,
honor for me to be able to get on here and talk to you and have you tell us some of the stuff, like we said, call us all the time. We don't know. You know, we don't. With a lot of these people on here, we have no idea some of the stuff they went through, and that's why we love this podcast for Queen. You know, for Queen of everybody else out there, we love it. Make sure you share with all the California babies out that way. The sun.
we need.
I know. Shout out to my brother again. He just said I'm doing a good
You
job.
are.
Shout out.
Yeah. What we said, we wasn't gonna last no hour. We told you that right off the bat. We don't last no hour. We don't talk an hour. I don't know why we broadcast an hour. We don't do an hour. We enjoy it too much.
I might got to put together like a little video. I know I did it for Quan last year, because like Quan, my favorite choreographer, I did like a little video with like snippets of all my favorite dances that he made of them. I might gotta do something like that. Cause y'all got, you know, it might not fit in the 90-second reel because y'all got some shit. Y'all got a whole lot of.
You just made me think of something, Carlos. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do her dances this next week. I'm telling you, we're gonna bring it back. Who's that?
Yeah,
Who that?
Man, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate it. It's just crazy now. Just how you say we got videos. Just sometimes I don't even realize we got all those videos and stuff out there. Now I have a little niece. She's 2 years old. They can look up my name on YouTube and just play my videos for her, and she just dancing away like. So it's
y'all got
just crazy.
hours of videos. Like y'all got like that's not including like your page, like your YouTube. I'm talking about like people that posted videos. Like it's videos out there just floating around. Like,
right, and people be saying, "I put your name in, but it's not you in the video." I'm like, it's our dance, but it's other people. So you got to look at everybody. It's not just gonna be me and Sean on there.
Well, you know, y'all dances too. Y'all always throw a little change in it. You know, it's not
something special in all them joints.
Yeah,
like it's a little 1 or 2 parts in there. You be like, "Ooh, okay, I see what y'all did there." Like,
yeah, boy. And that's the excitement of it.
They got a bunch of joints like that. Like
California had a hard time. They was like, some of y'all stuff just don't got count.
So,
but they get, you know what it got in it though? It got fun in it.
We love it. No matter.
That would have got in it. Because that's why I said. Because you know, you're my age range. We younger, so a lot of times, you know, you go to these events, everybody got the, you know, the matching hats and the suspenders and the belt. Like, you know, they doing flashing and everybody just they walking around and like y'all adding extra little stuff in it. And he's like,
I know, they throw it.
We grew up in the club, you know, early 90s, late 2000, you know, 2000, early 2000s. We dancing and stuff. Y'all putting dance moves in it that we was doing when we was regular dancing before line dancing.
That's what gets your attention.
And Brooklyn Ed told me when we first, he was like, you guys create dances that are fun and you don't have to do nothing extra to make it fun. Like you don't have to like, hey, like you could just do the dance and it's just fun. Like you don't have to add no extra.
I like that.
He was like, so that really stuck with me.
That's
when he
real.
told me that. I was like, I didn't even think about it like that, because normally when you see a dance, even like older dance or something, you like, okay, what can I do to make it fun? Like you trying to do something extra.
Yeah, like when you
already.
That's a real thing, because this is the part people don't talk about. I've never said this on video before. A lot of times when you see this stuff added to the dances, it's because the dance was boring as shit.
Yeah,
like, people spinning all over the place. They doing cartwheels and backflips because the dance ain't got nothing on it. Like the dance.
Right, you trying to make it exciting.
We doing the same old two stuff. We spinning and doing sideways.
It ain't the same old.
The dance boring, bro. Like the dance ain't got nothing.
I mean, Carlos, that's how we connected. I don't know what dances we was doing in Houston, but
You're acting up.
it didn't look like we was doing none of the dances the way they were supposed to be
Yeah,
done.
acting up. But yeah, that's the part. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
That's truth. That's a lot
true.
of truth.
Yeah. You notice it. You notice y'all. I'm like, okay, we gotta learn that. And that's what you be saying. Oh yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta do that. And my class never ever argued. Yeah, we like that, Mr. Charles. What they got next?
And we appreciate y'all keep us alive, keep us going, because
That was in Denver.
Yeah.
Here
I
they probably
I sent a video one time. She was like, "Y'all still doing that?" We was doing adios at some festival. But like you said, like once you start traveling and seeing all these new people, a lot of these dances they don't know. So like to you be like, "Y'all still doing that?" I'm like, "No, they need to know these. Like they do
It's new to them.
because all the new stuff
And
coming
adios
in."
is one of those dances that we did not know people loved it like that. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret about adios. So we put out adios, had a whole dance. Adios had tag, had a bridge, it had everything. So Sean came to class one day and he was like, "This the dance?" I was like, "It's missing something." He was like, "No, this how it went." I'm like, "No, this not how it went." So I was like, "Sean, you need to look at your video." And he gonna say, "What video?" He done got rid of the video on YouTube that had the other choreography. So when we went to Pat Sale event, we taught it. And everybody loved it, but it was a group in the back that came to us and said, "What happened to all the
Oh
other
my
that was in
God!
the back?" And Sean looked at him and was like, "If you can find the video, let us know."
That's all I can say.
So they had already learned the other stuff.
They had already learned the other stuff, and we totally just act like it never existed.
That's
it was like, this
crazy.
Where can you find that other one? I would like to see the other one somewhere.
It does not exist.
That's the craziest story ever told about a line dance.
It's out there somewhere.
This is not the dance.
And it was just so because they put us to the side and was like, "This is not how this dance go. This is not what we taught." We was like, "Oh, we had no idea you was doing it." I mean, we didn't know. We didn't know. We was like, "Well, this is the new way."
He got to change. Oh,
that
boy.
is crazy.
Yeah, what an exciting life! I'm telling you.
Like you got the whole goddamn building going.
No, what are you going? Just like I said, here they haven't seen your dances, and so like I said, now I can just break it out like they're all new. You know, a lot of those dances like they knew, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do that.
You're down there in the country, Spartanburg.
And it's funny because it's 35 minutes from Greenville, and Rondi's out there. Rondi know everything. He's like, they know everything. Okay, the trip. So just 35 minutes away is like different as 9 days. But I'm trying to do better. Well, I was before I retired again, but won't talk about that.
You got to do a new episode for you. You got to interview you again. Like, what do you do now? You play golf now? What do you do now?
Hey, I work, man. I told you I work. I'm a event center now. Okay, like the pre-party. That's how I'm working. I'm working now. No, you know what? I try to tell people I'm not retiring from dancing because we can't. Like EJAYA says, it's not like you've been doing this what? Second grade. You can't just say I'm not dancing anymore. You can't. I was trying to retire, not retire, but kind of slow down from teaching. Because like I said, teaching is it's a different whole all them thousand line dancers teaching.
I quit once a year. I quit once a year in my head.
See, that's probably what it is, just in my head.
And see, and in a long time, it took me a long time to get back because if look at Sean text me, Sean. If we now I forgot.
You on the podcast?
He's texting me while I'm talking about. They don't know the start of adios either. I'm like, because it starts right away. Sean wants y'all to know adios starts right when the music starts. Okay, you do not.
Y'all hear that?
You start right.
Check that out. Oh, let's see how I do that.
Sometimes I teach I'm just teaching class, but I'm not actively going to other classes. So that
See,
kind of hurts you in your journey
correct.
too. Because and after the pandemic, all we're doing really was just going to events, coming out. But it's like we didn't have an active class. So like when we won, I want to say not P Valley, we had just got a class like a couple of weeks before that. So to actually win the award and be honored and not even have an active class, like that's
That's
just,
some.
yeah, that was just
Like,
crazy. So it's kind of hard sometimes because people be like, you don't know these dances. I'm like, all I know is what we teaching, but I'm coming to the event. But I don't have time to learn the dance. I don't have time to go to class. So
Yeah.
you actually got to make time to actually
Earl sends
learn
me
some
stuff
stuff.
every morning. I don't know if you guys on that list, but
Oh
Earl
yeah, I
sent,
get. Oh yeah, I get. Yeah,
yeah, he sends at least
yeah,
30 a
yeah.
week.
But see, I'm in the same boat. I really don't have time to. Like, I think that's when you the best. Like when you actually can visit other classes or be in classes or be a
Mhm.
student.
That's what I
And
want.
unfortunately, I have an 8-year-old, so I'm a full-time dad, and you know, he got stuff that he playing sports and stuff, and swimming and soccer and baseball and all that. So people be like, "You don't come to my class, you don't support me." Like y'all kids grown, y'all
Yeah,
older than me. Y'all kids grown, driving around, living on their own,
yeah, right.
you know.
Right. So summer is really the only time or breaks that I really get to travel to other classes. But I love going to other people's class. Now I got ADD, but hey, I be trying to focus and
Mhm.
concentrate.
You said
So
it
I
too.
really, really I enjoy going to other people's classes. But being at work 5 in the morning and getting
Yeah.
off at 6 p.m. like it just wears me out
I
during the
told
school
Carlos
So
this
how
days.
do you
morning.
deal with them kids though? Like, how many kids you jack up and throw off the bus? How many people you?
Oh no, never,
With no camera showing.
never.
Wait,
I drive normally for special needs
okay,
schools, so a lot of centers. Um, so
Cool.
it's like I'm office work, so it's like you got to deal with the parents, the
yeah,
schools, the drivers, and the kids. So you don't have time to try to figure out your
yeah,
day, you know. So it's always moving, and you leave for work, it's dark. When I get off, it's dark. Sometimes when I catch y'all podcasts and stuff, I'm just driving home,
yeah.
like, you know. So
I told Carlos
the
this
days really
morning. I told
don't
him today that I didn't get home. I didn't get off work last night until 1:45. They had Dougie Fresh, Commodores, Midnight Star, and they tried to start at midnight, but they actually started at 1:45 because they were late on I-85
In the
somewhere. And
morning, that's
so,
crazy.
yeah, and so like we was talking about, you don't know how your job and all that. And now that I'm working, I haven't worked in 17 years. Okay, I was my own boss.
know.
I actually got to do what people say.
I
That's so,
don't know if I can ever do that again. I'm
yeah,
have to look.
see, and I'm like you though, but I'm going to people's classes. There are classes here, and I want to see what they're doing and
Mhm.
how they're doing and stuff. So just have my own thing regularly. So I can't stop. I won't stop at all.
So that's what I recommend. All instructors at least take time, even if you're not going to that class. Like Karen, classy Karen, she makes sure I'm on her email, so I know what she's teaching each week. So even if I don't get to go to her class, I get to visually see what she's teaching, what I can work on, what our students are learning from her class. So I want to say out here we do got that good. Everybody knows what everybody's teaching out here.
California is different. They're kind of
Mm-hmm.
tight. Y'all kind of tight when I was out there. Y'all had a close. I don't
Yeah.
know from my eyesight. It's like it was the collaboration was wonderful. Everybody talking to one another and happy,
Oh
friendly, and
yeah.
like, wow, I like this. Which was everywhere.
It's really West Coast vibe out here. Like how Ken just say, like we can talk about each other, but ain't nobody else gonna know what we
Yeah,
talking about.
exactly. I mean, y'all was like, all
And
right,
if you come at us, you gonna come at all of us.
and that's actually great. That is great. Well, what else we got, Carlos? You got anything out here? I'm glad. I'm so like I said, I'm so glad you came out here and talked to us. I know we got a couple other things that we wanted to talk about real quick before we get out of here that we missed real quick was what this right here.
National Line Dance Week starts the second Monday of September. It's founded by Shirley Mitchell. This year, it is September 8th through the 13th,
Right.
2025. Everybody do something festive with your class that week, or even do something
Yeah.
together with your city. Do something to, because nationally, line dancing is bigger now. Of course, unfortunately, it's trendy. It should have already been hot, but this is a good year to take
Right.
advantage of it. Even though we might not be happy with all the trends, we can utilize it to get people to our space so we can really show them
Mhm.
what line dancing is all about.
Do something on
I
Correct.
purpose.
like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like that. That is cool. You know, this right here is for everybody that's going on a cruise. I want y'all to read it real quick because it's very, very important when you get on the ship. You know, it's just
Patience.
yes.
Patience is the ability to endure delay or suffering without complaining. I'm read that part again. Patience is the ability to endure delay or suffering without complaining. Anger or impatience. It involves a perseverance and tolerance in the face of adversity, whether it's waiting on something to happen or dealing with difficult situations.
And that could be everywhere, but especially on this cruise. You know,
So,
you got a
like
lot of people.
3,000 people trying to get on the boat at the same time, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. So just like that, it's like
3,000 people trying to learn the ship and find out where all these parties going on at.
and get
Mhm.
mad.
So if you're patient, y'all need to start practicing
There you
now.
go. That's why we're trying to put it out there right now.
Yeah, practice, practice it now in your
And
everyday
Make
it's so
life.
this
crazy
thing.
because I tell people, like, y'all, we call each other family. So, like, when you board in the ship, you actually, it's not like, you go on a regular vacation, there's a bunch of strangers around you. Like, these your cousins, these your people, you know what I'm
Thousands.
saying?
Mhm.
How
Couple
you
thousand.
mad at somebody in front of you? You know them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hi, how
so
you doing? Yeah,
Mhm.
it should be
the whole ship.
cool.
It should be like
It's,
that. It should be so smooth. I'm telling you.
Well, we're excited. Our group is excited. We're excited to check it out.
Oh, I'm telling you.
So
And I
we'll be
got one
cruising
more here
with y'all.
because this is always important. I don't do it. I should have did it. Me and Carlos was talking about this before, and this is for everybody,
don't
especially
do
for you, EJ. This is very important for you because of all you've done, and this is serious stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Linda Hardy, yes. www.urbanlinedancehistory.com.
Yes.
If you ever run into Linda Hardy, she's going to give you a wristband. I got like 6 of them right
I got
now.
a bunch of browsers, so
Which www.urbanlinedancehistory.com. If you are new to line dancing, this is the great place to go to find out about all of the pioneers in line dancing, how they got started, what they
Mhm.
got, what part of the regions, they from, and how they, stories and stories and stories. And
your
if you are
story.
not on that website, they have a spot where you can actually upload and tell your story. And Linda is willing to put everybody's stuff on there, regardless of what you got going on, where you got. If you in
Mhm.
Boomfuck, Nebraska, or if you in Richmond, Virginia, it don't matter where you at.
Oh, you
Uh,
must be Nebraska. Those
she
things
will
like
put that information out there. And it's good too, though. A lot of stories. Some people
you hear
don't
that,
know
EJ?
about Dave Bush
You need to
and
be on there. You need to be on there. I'm telling you and Sean. Y'all need to be on there. Okay.
oh,
Y'all
that's be
history.
part of it. You can't tell the story of LA without all snap. You can't do that.
You can't.
Y'all definitely made it to that point. You in stone right now. You etched in stone.
Well, what we're going to do, since we're kind of closing down, getting close to the 2 hour mark, we're going to let you go ahead and start off with any last remarks, anything you want to.
Where you going to? Talk about where you going.
Yeah, I just want to thank you.
Oh,
And
so starting off where we going. Our next trip is STL Flavor. We'll be in St. Louis. We're teaching in St. Louis. Um, Next, if you want to party with us, we'll be on the line dance cruise. We ready to party. So you see me on the ship, I'm gonna be ready to
go to
party.
class.
So don't ask me to teach no dances. I'm there to
Okay.
party. Okay, I might do a point or two, but we in party zone. Okay. So other than that, we just have our event going on in November, October. We will be in Vegas. Um, that weekend we have a workshop out there in October, and that's it. You might catch me at TCH. That's my goal is to be there for December,
Hey,
and our next movement after that is back to UC,
You
and
have any
that's it
last
for
remarks?
the
You want to say anything?
just I just appreciate everybody for rocking with us for so long. It's been a while, and it's just still feel good to see people enjoying our dances, new or old. Thank you for everybody that come out to our classes. Um, we be having a good time in our classes.
No.
So thank y'all for coming out. Thanks for California to put up with us, because it used to be here come all snap, like, because we always ready, like we were ready for a good time so now I just feel like everybody is on that wavelength in California,
okay.
so I appreciate them welcoming us in the community and rocking with
I'm
us.
laughing
No,
at
Alexa
Walter.
talking about trivia. No trivia, huh?
I'm
No.
laughing at Walter. Yeah, Walter said, "Sorry, Alexa, no trivia today."
Yeah, no trivia.
Nope.
Let's have a therapist on the
That's
ship.
why I was laughing. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna need a therapist on the ship. I'm
I
not
met
kidding.
Alexa. I met her. I was talking to her. She said I was talking to her and her mom, and I still don't know who she is. I mean, we was
Yeah,
at
she was
Ronnie's
there.
event.
She was there at Ronnie's event on Thursday. You was
Yeah,
sitting.
Carlos is there.
You was sitting 5 feet from her, like literally, like.
That's you meet so many people. I love it. That's the fun thing
Mhm.
about this. That's the fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm
I'm gonna
just
say
good
my
with.
little. I'm gonna let Carlos go last, but I'm gonna say my little remarks. Of course, about what's happening. Again, I put out there about my final line dancing teaching class. I should throw that teaching on there. I still will get hired for money. Okay, I can still I still be working, and I love the fact that you're on here. I want to thank you for getting on here and just you have such a wonderful, energetic vibe about you. Not only just the way you're talking, but the way you're dancing. I see where it comes from. And it's kind of really great
Thank you.
to be around people like you guys. And being on this podcast, it gives opportunity to I want to wish everybody happy 4th of July this weekend. But when you're going out there with your fireworks, one thing I want you to remember that it's mine and the next 3-year anniversary. So, can shoot out a fireworks for us on that day. But of course, most people know about we got married. We had a celebration 9 days later. I mean, a couple of days later in what is it, Linda Sims event that Carlos and we went to. But wish us happy. How we putting out there, y'all? Happy anniversary to me and my sweet. I've been together 13 years, but we've been married for 3. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, Carlos, what you got for us? You want to end this out, brother?
Yes. T Hatcher says, "All snap help connect the West Coast to the East Coast." That's a fact.
It's true.
That's
And the
especially
Central
for, like I said, the new young wave. Like it ain't even close. Like that's like like that's like they like Kendrick Lamar the line in the world. Like people know about like Tupac and all that stuff. But the young folks can't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? They gotta listen to K Dot. They like, oh, okay, yeah, we get it. And I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
how all snap is. All snap bring that energy, like that youthfulness to it. Like they naming songs after TV shows. You know what I'm saying? P Valley, we got the little
Right.
jump going on. Like they keeping it relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's needed. Um,
First with a hashtag all
yeah,
snap.
stuff like that. Because I always say, we got to keep this thing going because people aging out and we got to have a new regime. That's just how it goes. And
That's how I go.
they started that. They started that definitely.
Tell
But yeah,
Sean the same thing. Tell Sean we say hi, and we appreciate him
yeah,
too.
Sean,
Seriously.
definitely, definitely.
Okay, I definitely.
Um, but yeah, I don't really got much to say, man. I just like I say,
I got
I
a comment
appreciate.
about that aging out stuff. What you trying to say, man? What you trying to tell me? Okay.
It's a real thing, man. Like that's why when I go to events, I help out so much because it's a lot for once y'all start aging, it's a lot. We talking about moving tables and chairs and because it makes it
Oh, Fold them, know when to fold
Hey,
them.
look, it make
I'll
it harder.
I told y'all.
Hey, look, it make it harder to host these events. You know, I'm talking to a
Yeah.
lot of the actual big event hosts. You'd be surprised who I've talked to who talking about passing the event, their event to somebody else.
Mhm.
You'd be surprised.
Yep.
Two of the events, two of the biggest events. People are. It's a lot to put this stuff on, and they looking to kind of like hand that thing over. And
It's
you know,
true.
so
It's true. I've seen so much. I've seen the trail ride from, I've been in almost 18 years. And you've been what, 16? I think Carlos 16, 17. We've
it'll be
seen,
15 in December. Yeah.
yeah, we've
Mhm.
seen the evolution and all that. And I mean, and people say, why are you? I said, man, I'll be 70 next year. Maybe I'm tired. You know, people will retire from, athletes. Sometimes, and this is not one of them things that you don't do nothing. We dance.
And
Okay.
that's why
We
when I look at people like you, Mr. Charles, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I would not be line dancing when I'm Mr. Charles' age. I'm gonna let y'all know that right. I'm a hey, like I'm December will be 15 years now. How old are you? 69.
69, yeah.
So I turn 43 next month, July. 43. So I am 26,
Sure.
26 years.
You can
26
do
years from
it.
now, I would not be line dancing. I promise you.
You can do it.
I might not be line dancing 10 years from now. So
EJAYA
I'm
can
just
do
telling,
it.
bruh. She basically got quit it during the pandemic, came back. Like she already quit once.
Right.
She
Got
she like
reborn,
Jordan, she
rebirth.
retired and came back.
Well, you know what, Carlos? It's funny you said that. I said, tell people, listen, I've been doing it for 17 years. If you started today, do you think you still be line dancing 17 years from now?
That's what I'm
And
saying. I I only got 5 years to 20 years in line dance. So I'm not going 26 more years. It's not happening.
that's why I'm slowing
I'm not.
down. I understand.
So whoever in my class now, y'all need to start getting this shit together because you gotta take my number. I'm
Exactly.
gonna end up in about I'm gonna give y'all a good 6 or 7 years. And then because once I get my 50s,
No,
I'm gonna be
you going longer than that.
You
When
sound
you
like,
hit 50, you're gonna be like 50 to new
yeah, he like
40.
me.
no, because the reason why I put myself in an awkward position now because I got too many administrational roles in line dancing now. So I can see
Mhm.
myself being attached to line dancing, but I
Okay, but not
correct,
instructor.
because I got these two big events. Then I got the radio station for line dancing now. I'm on 3 line dance podcasts. You know what I'm
Oh, so basically you're gonna be too big to dance
saying?
with us.
I ain't
We
say
talk,
that.
I mean,
I ain't say
ooh,
that.
I mean,
we're
I ain't
talking
say that.
to we're talking to a guy that jumps out of airplanes. Okay, okay, he ain't.
right?
He ain't
Exactly. I'm gonna be too. So I got too many hobbies I can't do because of line dancing, brother.
You're not gonna be too big. You're gonna be too
okay, there
busy.
you go.
I got a kayak that I can't use because I'm line dancing. I'm
Line dance,
traveling for line dance. I got motorcycle outside waiting for me to ride it. I
line
can't even
dance.
ride. You know what I'm saying? I got,
It does take over.
And
It
so does
does take over. Like
Facebook.
I said, skating was my first love. I don't know the last time. Like skating is just
correct. I skate too.
in the
I
back.
can't.
Skating- I'm skating like 2 or 3 times a year versus I was going like 2 or 3 times a
Correct.
week before line
I was
dancing.
doing
So it definitely
Wednesday skate
over.
classes and all that stuff. I can't do none of that stuff no more. So I feel like I want to get back to other things in life before I get too old and I can't do it no more. So
Evelyn
I'm
said, "What
with
are you talking about?" She's 74. You know what, Evelyn? That is great. But one thing, I'm not you. I'm not you.
and my thing is, when did you start? Because if you say you 74 and you started at 60, that's still just 14 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like 20
we
years, people
all.
retiring from the military. You know what I'm saying? People retire from everything. 20 years is a
And I
long
did the
time.
military too. You know? That is my life. I just want, and more than anything else, y'all, I want to spend some time with my wife. Honestly, I want to go
Yeah,
places and do things with her. We're
yeah.
working together, which is great. But I want to do some things because even Facebook, I haven't been on Facebook that much because you can sit here on Facebook and you can spend half a day putting on videos, taking off
Mhm.
videos, looking at videos, and it takes a lot today. And now that Carlos, well,
Yep.
now that he's doing all that, I don't know how he has time to
Yeah,
do.
Lexa said the same thing. She wants to continue seeing the other side of the world and other things in life. Yeah,
Yeah.
as much as we love line dancing, I promise you, I do a lot of other stuff that I want. I got skateboards in my
Right.
closet that don't ride no more. I got like
Motorcycle.
I'm like, bro, yeah. If I show y'all my closet in my storage unit with stuff I'm supposed to be, look, I got the camping. You know, I do the camping trip too. You know,
We went. I went last year. It was great. It was great.
I ain't put.
I love
And
camping.
look,
Oh,
I ain't even. I'm so far behind because of line dancing and the cruise. I didn't even put a camping date out for this year.
that's September. Yeah.
I would have normally been had the date out already for the camping trip. See what I'm saying? So line dancing has just been taking over my life.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody, we just about
Mr.
on it.
Charles get me in trouble. Mr. Charles get me in trouble. Teresa said, "We gonna go out to eat tonight?" I said, "No, you know I got the podcast, Mr. Charles." like, like it for real. It'd be like that. I'd be like,
See, that's what we said. I like that too. We can't. This stops us from doing everything. My wife
it
outside
was
that
a
door.
it was a beautiful Sunday. I could have been outside doing whatever. But
Yes,
I'm sitting here giving y'all all this information, bringing on guests, and talking to y'all about line dancing.
yeah.
Right. I missed the picnic. I missed the
See,
brunch.
But
I missed the
you missed the
DJ.
endless
I
mimosas.
missed everything.
Hey, Jay could have been having the endless mimosas right now. Y'all messed that up. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Carlos, like, yeah, you and Carlos, y'all need to keep this thing going. We do things. We ain't queen. We do things.
Can we change this day? Hold on, why is it on Sunday? Like, for
You be
real.
going back and forth. Do we got to do it on Sunday? We got to do it at 7 because you guys got to be involved. That's 4 o'clock. So it entails a lot. And then you got to go find people, which is the last thing I want to say. Line dancers, instructors, you got to get in touch with us. Let us know you want to be on here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should be chasing
Yeah.
us. But anyway, we'll let you close out, calls. I know we said that before, but
All right, y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming on. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page, the Facebook video, which is not being used today. The live videos only stay up for 30 days, but on YouTube, you can always go back and catch these episodes. I watch a lot of the previous episodes, like while I'm traveling too. Like if we
funny,
traveling to an event on a road trip or something like that.
it'd be funny.
We got 209 episodes. You know how many instructors and choreographers and DJs that have been interviewed? You can go back to this page and watch some great videos about some of your favorite people in line dancing at any time. Utilize this platform to go check that stuff out. Me and Mr. Charles do appreciate you. Make sure you can send your where's that link at?
Donation.
One more time.
I understand, Evelyn. I was just playing with you.
All this stuff goes to Joe, the husband of the late great
Oh yeah,
Queen Sheila.
Okay.
Cash App, money sign McFadden JE, or you can Zelle 813-416-8799. We would greatly appreciate that. And you can screenshot it. If you can't, send the money right now, screenshot that picture right there. So you can send the money later on. $1 or 1,000, whatever you got. Joe will take it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And like you said, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube page. And what's the saying, Mr. Charles, Queen Sheila always said?
He said, "Love is no good unless you give it away." He said, "Unless you give it away, love no good unless you give it away," and that's what we do. That's what we do. Thank you again, Jay. I appreciate that. Looking forward to seeing you on the cruise and all the wildness going to be going on, all the happiness and fun. None like it. Can be something. All right, everybody. Carlos, go eat.
All right.
Carlos, go eat. Go get in trouble, man. You better go eat, man. Teresa said, "What my fault?"
Right. You ain't doing nothing after this.
Hey, look, so we can ready to go watch the documentary. Netflix just dropped it's called The Poop Cruise. Remember that ship that caught fire like in 2014? It's on the tail of, they trying to smash Carnival or whatever like that. So it's called, remember the people got stuck on the water? Y'all remember that?
On the virus that time.
You probably should hear about this right now. I should talk about
that video after the cruise.
Yeah, I don't know
okay?
if I want to look at that. I like watching the airplane movie, a crash when you on the airplane when they was watching movies.
Right. You tell people to watch it.
I ain't looking at it.
Our cruise gonna be legendary. I ain't worried about that video.
Yeah, it is.
All right, y'all.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
All right.
Love everybody. Enjoy the holiday, y'all. Y'all stay safe.